Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace and blessings to the elect and sincere brothers of Israel out there that's pushing this word as much as possible in whatever way they can. I was making some green juice, and I was like, might as well just make a video out of it. So I'm gonna read Psalms 104, verse 14. It says, "He causeth the grass to grow for the cattle, and herb for the service of man, that he may bring forth food out of the earth." And basically everything that grows out of the earth that's green, man, is really good for you. All right, the Most High created it for for our food, for our meat, and the more I research into different plants and herbs, it just seems like all of them are good for you. It doesn't really matter what herbs you choose. You can choose one, or you can choose a variety of them. As long as you have like a healthy lifestyle, you work out a little bit every day, and you keep that alkaline at 70% of your diet, and only 30% not water-based foods, such as meat or something. You'll be healthy, man. But this is kale. I'm gonna go into a little bit of all the stuff that I'm about to make and show you how I do it. But this is kale. It's basically, all of these are good antioxidants. All right, and what that means is that it helps your immune system. All right, and it also kale, it reduces stress because it acts as an anti-inflammatory, along with these parsleys and cilantro. They're good anti-inflammatory. Celery, this is what I'm using. It's really good for your joints. All right, it lubricates your joints, so you won't get that grinding and popping as much in your joints. I got a little bit of ginger. This is good for your heart. It helps liquidate your blood, so it's easier for your blood to flow, so your heart's not working as hard. But yeah, that's just a little bit about all the vegetables that I'm using and herbs. Now what I do when I'm making a green juice, so I got these coffee filters. So when I grind it up, I pour some in here and squeeze out all the juice, and then with the remaining fibers and fibers and the pulp from all the vegetables. I do them one at a time. I filter them one at a time, because when you throw in a lot of vegetables at once, that pulp gets real thick and it holds on to a lot of the juices. So you kind of want to just take it one at a time. Like celery is definitely going to be like really pulpy. The leafy ones, it's going to be easy to drain out all the juice. But yeah, that's why I do it one at a time. Especially when you do fruits. If you want to add fruits into your juice, definitely like oranges and lemons, they get really pulpy. So, you definitely want to do those one at a time, and it gets sticky too. But yeah, let's see. I'm going to go to Daniel, the first chapter, and I'm going to get the account of, the wise men. They went on that fast of just vegetables and water, and they withstood from drinking alcohol and eating meats. Let's see. It says, it's Daniel 1, and is it in the first chapter? Yeah, 1 and 8. It says, "But Daniel purposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested the princes of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself. All right, now the Most High had brought Daniel into favor and tender love with the prince of the eunuchs. And the prince of the eunuchs said unto Daniel, I fear my lord, the king, who hath appointed your meat and your drink. For why should he see your faces worse liking than the children which are of your sort? Then shall you make me endanger my head to the king. Then said Daniel to Melzar, the prince of the eunuchs, had set over Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. Prove thy servants, I beseech thee, 10 days, and let them give pulse to eat and water to drink, and pulse means vegetables. Then let our countenance be looked upon before thee, and the countenance of the children that eat of the portion of the king's meat, and thou seest deal with thy servants. So they basically kind of put together like a study, what do you call it? A research study. You know, they had their X and their Y. You know, they had their constant and then their variable in this project. So they had a group of people that were going to go on this diet, and, you know, they had the other people that ate of the king's portion. It says, so he consented to them in this matter and proved them 10 days. And at the end of the 10 days, their countenance appeared fairer and fatter in flesh than all the children which did eat the portion of the king's meat. You know, so they looked fatter in the sense of healthier, and they had a fair look, you know, which, you know, goes into their physical appearance, you know, their beauty. They had, you know, they probably didn't have any breakouts, because when you eat a lot of meats and stuff, you know, you get more breakouts, and, you know, you get that oily and pimples and stuff. So, you know, they had clear skin, which, you know, greens is an excellent cleanser, all right? Not just your colon, but your whole body. You know, it detoxes livers, your kidneys. You know, whenever, because even though, let's say ginger, even though it helps with just one aspect, or it really helps a lot, because it's really good for your heart. But when, you know, your heart can, you know, pump blood and help deliver those nutrients throughout your body, it can, you know, have a chain reaction of, you know, health benefits, you know? So that's why, you know, when you go into the greens, and it helps one thing, it actually helps a lot. And on the flip side of that, if one thing starts to fail in your body, you know, a lot of things start to, you know, fail, you know, especially in this spiritual body. You know, that's why it's always good to be brotherly, man. You know, this is a team effort. At the end of the day, it's not just you going to be saved, it's going to be 144,000. You know, so what are you going to do to help the body? All right? But it says, thus Melzar took away the portion of their meat and the wine that they should drink, and gave them pulse. So he basically made everybody go on that diet. As for these 4 children, the Most High gave them knowledge and skill and all learning and wisdom. And Daniel had understanding in all visions and dreams. So yeah, man, when you, also another thing is that when you feel better, you know, you look better, you feel better, you know, and you got a clear mindset, you know, you can think clear, and it opens you up, you know, because another thing with the antioxidants is it delivers oxygen to your brain, so it helps with mental clarity. It reduces stress, you know, because stress kind of clouds your mind and stuff like that. But yeah, so when you go on to, you know, these diets, man, you know, having that high alkaline and having a healthy lifestyle, you'll notice that your thought process is a whole lot clearer. And the Most High will open you up to stuff, you know, because you can focus on reading, you can focus on studying more, and you don't get, you know, that ADD sidetrack, you know, notion. But I'm gonna end it there. With that, I hope this video was edifying. I know I didn't really go into the the plants as much. It's kind of more of a lesson. Um, but I did show you how to make green. Oh yeah, another thing with the green juice. How I was saying how you kind of you squeeze the juice out, but you have like this pulp left over. If you don't want to throw the pulp out and you want to reuse it, um, because the pulp has the proteins and the fiber from the plants. When you make a green juice, that kind of helps cleanse it more. All right, but when you separate the pulse and the green juice helps you cleanse it more, but uh, the the pulp has like the fibers and the protein in it. So what you can do with the pulp is you can boil some water and make a soup out of it, or add it to chicken soup or beef soup or lamb soup, whatever soup you want. You can just throw it in some hot water and just make a soup out of it. So with that, hope this video was edifying, and shalom.